All right, there we go. Bit better. Well done, Bob, with the Chiefs. So again, this game, we know how tough it was, how coded it was, but it's the Chiefs, isn't it? It's the Chiefs. So I didn't allow myself to type Ravens spread or anything. I was just like, no, there's more for Chiefs. And the big thing I'm here to present is the 47. I'm here to present the 47. So when I did my codes, the over and under, it was 47.5. Got a screenshot of it all. And at one point, it looked like, oh, man, this is going to be over 50 points easily. It became, the over and under was 53 or 54. I was like, oh, my word. But did you see the ending? Riddler's here. God bless you guys. Riddler's on my website. He has a Patreon. I think he got 5 out of 5 in the baseball today. I'm really happy for him. Like, for him, he won a ton of money and he's going to help his dad out. So God bless him. But I want to focus on this Chiefs game. So if you watch my last stream, I talked about the 47s, didn't I, with the Chiefs? Okay, I couldn't believe when there was 47 points on the board and that it ended with 47, especially there was a lot of time left. I was like, oh, okay, at least we got the 47 ritual, but this is going to go over, isn't it, at this point? But no, it didn't. I was like, how is this possible? But anyway, so the Chiefs won Super Bowl 58 on 211. 211 is the 47th prime number. It was the anniversary of Vatican City being founded, and Vatican equals 47 in gematria. So does Francis. And I always talk about the first four, the 7 seals, which is the 4 horsemen. Okay. They won the game 25-22. So 25 plus 22 is 47. They won Super Bowl 58 exactly 47 weeks after their coach's birthday, who's just stayed on 58 losses with the Chiefs and he won Super Bowl 58, staying on 58 losses. And the Chiefs won Super Bowl 58 exactly 47 months after COVID was declared a pandemic. And Travis Kelce, obviously, he does all the commercials for Pfizer, right? And now, I am telling you right now, this is huge what I'm about to tell you. I caught the end of the game. And when it was 2027. So I was like, okay, let's see what happens. I really wanted it to end with 47 points, but I was like in my head, like, this is too good to be true. What are you going to do, Ravens? You can't go for a field goal. All right? You ain't getting the ball back off the Chiefs with like 3 or 4 minutes left. So you're going to go for a touchdown. I was like, if they don't make it, it's going to end with 47 because Chiefs are going to run down the clock. But I was like, just don't get a touchdown, please. Right? Like this close, guys, from tying it up. And I'm talking this close. I've not seen anything like this. This proved to me, man's not in control. Can you all give me? Oh, my word. We got an amazing guy in the chat who got the correct score. Great. Good for you. Can you tell me what the odds were for the actual correct score? My friend bet on the Mets yesterday, 8-3, connected to my code, and it was 95-1. Ravens won Super Bowl 47. Andy, I didn't know that. That's crazy. What about the Harbaugh brothers who met in the 2013 Super Bowl? Ravens against 49ers. How can 2 brothers be coaching against each other in a Super Bowl if it was all organic? 110-1. Oh, my word. Patrick Mahomes drafted round 1, pick 10. And the Ravens coach got his 110th career loss, brother. And you just won 110-1. Are you on my website by any chance? The World Trade Center had 110 floors. And I had all those 110s in my Chiefs code. And the holder for the punter for the Ravens. So the Ravens kicker, right? Did you catch this? Please hit that like button, guys, if you appreciate this. All right. Oh, my word, 17 watching, 9 likes. That's Mahomes' birthday, guys. And that's when the NFL was founded, 17-9. Did you guys see the stats? Andy Reid was 16-9 in week 1 games, and he's now 17-9, which is Mahomes' birthday. Guys, I'm telling you, they throw up stats. If you watch the game at the beginning when it was like breaking it all down, right before it says Andy Reid is 16-9 in game week 1 games. 17-9 is Mahomes' birthday. It's when the NFL was founded. It's the 41st prime. Mahomes had all those 41s. All right, 41's the 13th prime. He stayed on 13 losses at home. Why do you think the Chiefs have 13 points at halftime with Taylor Swift there, who's missed number 13? All right. Anyways, you've got the kicker of the Ravens is number 9, and you've got the holder, you know, the one that holds the ball for them, is number 11. Did anyone catch that? Yeah, that Super Bowl did have a power outage. The year that the Basilica was struck twice by lightning. All right, 2013, when Francis became the Pope. Francis Keys Bridge came down, didn't it, in Baltimore? All this stuff we talked about. Ravens kicker in his 13th season. I didn't know that. But I know that he missed a field goal, didn't he? He's probably the best kicker in the league. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, guys, is this. Hear me out. Hear me out. Some amazing minds in the chat. God bless you, Dirk. Dirk said 10 likes. I just hit the like. Yeah. Pink. I'm going to tell you why Henry scored. My website had him rock for ages. What a coder. We had King Henry. All right. King Henry is his nickname. It's just blasphemy, guys. All of this is just blasphemy to Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. But what you've got is this. I told you all in the stream it's going to go like to the death, didn't I? Can somebody give me a woo in the chat? I said it's the first game. All eyes are going to be on it. It's prime time. It's going to go like to the last play. I just said it'd make more sense if the ball was in the hand of Mahomes. But I said it's going to go to the death. All right? It's a show. That's why at the end it says, thank you for watching this production. Production, guys, it's a show. Satan is the director and producer. All right? Straight up. Now, ride the Chiefs. Yeah, I think Chiefs 3-peat. Whatever anyone's going to say, Chiefs 3-peat. And I said it, I don't know how long ago. Pretty much the day after they won Super Bowl 58. So, preach, brother. Right, anyway, here's what happened. Jackson, who, by the way, I said would have a really good running game. He had a crazy good running game. Let me look at his stats. Let me see what his stats were with the running game. Where are you? Let me just find all of his stats. Ravens, here we go. So he went 273 yards in total. Mahomes went a little bit more, but when we look at like the rushing yards, Lamar Jackson went 122. He went 122 rushing yards, guys. The guy closest to him was 46. I said that Jackson has this running game that can't be stopped. And he just kept running and running and running. So for those people who bet again, Jackson, cover his running yards. All right? He ain't going to do much throwing, is he? He's either going to run himself or give it to Derrick Henry the majority of the time. King Henry, who didn't really do a lot other than that touchdown early doors. Right. Going back to what I was saying, you've got Jackson. There was a few occasions, wasn't he, right at the end, especially, I think it was the third down, he had a wide open player. Like, it was wide open and he missed the pass. Can you give me a woo if you saw this? Oh, my word, he had 105 passing yards first half. The first game of the 105th NFL season. Mahomes, guys, he's born with 105 days left in the year. So, of course, he wins the first game of the 105th NFL season. Now, he's thrown it. The guy's not able to get it. This close. So they get one last chance. I think there was 5 seconds left. All right. taking all your energy, especially if you bet. For me, imagine if you're on the over 47.5. Imagine you're on the over or the under. Imagine if you, I don't know, let's say you took Baltimore to win and you had tons of money on them and you're like, oh my word, they're gonna tie it up. It's just, I told people on my website, Baltimore plus 10.5 in play when they were down by 10. They covered it. It's things like that. You can do these little bets in play if you pay attention. But getting to my point, seconds left. Jackson throws it, okay? Great throw, by the way. And then number 80, who got a touchdown. And honestly, it did. I don't think the players are in control. I've said this. I think that they're possessed, whether they're aware of it or not. But when their number 80 got the original touchdown, I think it's Lively. I think it was Lively. Is that his name? It's like he got it, he span, and then the Chiefs player just kind of let him run past him. It looked ridiculous to me, that touchdown. And it was right. It was like pretty much like the first play of the fourth quarter. I was like, it's like, it feels like they got together, they're having a chat. It's like, okay, throw him for a touchdown. But I don't think it is that. I don't think it's that obvious that they communicate. I think it's bigger. Anyways, you've got this number 80. He's caught it. Chiefs fans are gutted. The camera went to them and they were like, oh my word, like how have we blown this? Okay. And then obviously Ravens would have the momentum going into overtime. And he's caught it. And commentators like, what a catch. Oh my word. They've done it. And his foot was this much on the line, guys. Like this. Like if his feet were like, say he's a size 14. If he was a size 11, it was a touchdown. Now, please, guys, please, just, it's not man. If you are telling me they got together and they got in a huddle and said, Jackson, you need to throw it exactly here, and you got to make sure that your big toe hits the white line. No. It's too perfect. Can I get 3 woos in the chat for the Chiefs 3-peating? It's too perfect. These codes, I'm telling you, I'm not saying you can code every game and get it all right. You can. All right? You're up against spiritual wickedness. I think it's fallen angels that are determining these outcomes. Remember that 33.3% of the angels were cast out of heaven. Hear me out. This is in the Bible, a third of the angels. 33.3%. Tom Brady is the GOAT. The GOAT connects to Baphomet, correct? Baphomet has a goat head and has a human body and male and female genitalia. That's Baphomet. So obviously, Brady's the GOAT. Brady, he made 333 regular season starts in his career. When he retired, he made $333 million from the NFL. He retired with 333 days left in the year, and he won his last Super Bowl on 2-7. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So either Tom Brady is one of these fallen angels, or the fallen angels are working through Brady. It's the same with Mahomes. Some of the things that he can do, it's not the work of man. Now, I'm not saying there's not incredible athletes in professional sports. They clearly are incredible. But once they get on that professional stage, they're not in control. Just like I don't think Beyonce, Whitney Houston, Christina Aguilera are in control when they're on stage. Can somebody give me a woo? I don't believe these artists, all right, once they're on stage, like Freddie Mercury back in the day, it's not man. It is spiritual wickedness working through man. I've been saying this for about 3 years, guys. Love versus Mahomes makes a lot of sense, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Get the 3-peat against Jordan. Jordan Love. Michael Jordan 3-peated. Yeah, that's very possible. That is very, very possible. Green Bay as well. The fourth horseman rides a green horse, which symbolizes death. And Chiefs win it at the death. Brady was born on the 3rd as well, 8-3. 23rd prime, that's why he played 23 seasons. That's why I predicted his exact date that he would retire on 2-1. The guy who's 7-3 in Super Bowls, the 21st prime. Called it. I called his retirement date. I called him winning Super Bowl 55 against the Chiefs before the season began. All right. And again, disclaimer, I don't get everything right. Not a chance. But I get most right. So let me keep going. I'm really enjoying Bob D. All right. I think he's got a great mind. I'm not sure we've come across each other, Bob, but I appreciate your insights. So please keep sharing them. Lisa's here. Adam just joining. God bless you. Gomez, unbelievable coder. Hey, Jessica, listen to what Gomez is saying. Ends with 47 points. USA is 248 years old. 248 day non-leap year. Incredible. Kobe's jersey numbers, mate. The Ukraine declared its independence on 24/8. Vince McMahon's birthday. All right, remember he wanted to set up the XFL? Wanted to compete with the NFL. Well, it didn't work out very well for him, did it? Do you know Donald Trump was born exactly 42 weeks after Vince McMahon? All these 42s. Right. Where else can I go with this? Do you think Brady knows what's going on? Here's what I'll say about Brady, brother. When Brady asked, who do you owe your success to? He said, my wife, Giselle. And they all said, why? And he said, because she's a witch. So Brady is absolutely aware of witchcraft. Is he aware of how deep it is in the sense of like the full-blown spiritual wickedness, the code, all the Bible numbers? I don't know, but I do know that he said he owes all of his success to Giselle, who's a witch, who would tell him before the season began if he was going to win the Super Bowl or not. And she was never wrong. So I want to say as well, people on my website, thank you so much for your Kansas City Chiefs codes. I know some of you like Baltimore in the chat. I get it. But betting against the Chiefs, I've told you, it's like betting against Real Madrid or Man City. You're just playing with fire. You're playing with fire with them. They can just turn it on, can't they? Do not like betting against the Chiefs. Right. Let me tell you. Yeah, Jessica's saying what I said. Yeah. So Brady's aware of the rituals. Guys, please smash that like button. I'm doing this stream really late. I don't usually do it at this time. I've had a crazy long day. If it wasn't 47 points, I wouldn't be streaming now. Oh my word, I just got my 15th like 47, the 15th prime, Mahomes jersey number. If it wasn't for the 47 points, I wouldn't be streaming. There's not a chance. I'm here for the 47. Not to say, oh, Chiefs. I know that both teams are crazy numbers. I just saw a bit more for the Chiefs. And if you go on my website, if you want to read all the stuff. But I shared loads of stuff. I like to share insights, do what you want with them. But I pretty much will say, okay, I'm leaning that. Thank you if you just hit the like button. Oh, my word, it's hot. Mike, how are you doing, brother? It was you who hit the like. Thank you very much. Joseph said we have 1,028 days left, said the protest at the French Open. The day is 3/27/2025. From 2/9/2025 Super Bowl to 3/27/2025 is 46 days or 6 weeks or 4 days. Wow, is that a span of 47? Yes, guys, my beautiful girlfriend's in the chat. Can you give her a woo? I'll call you after this, my guapa. My girlfriend's in the chat. She's amazing. I'll be seeing her on Saturday. And by the way, I said, Kenya, you should set up your own website. She called Kansas City to win yesterday. I said, Guapa, who's going to win? Kansas City or Ravens? She said Kansas City. She has a jersey, a Kansas City jersey. She wanted them to win the Super Bowl as well. I don't think she knows the first thing about the NFL, but she likes the Chiefs. And she was, maybe she still is, but she was a huge Taylor Swift fan. I don't think she is anymore. I think she still likes her, but she's not like a huge fan. And obviously Taylor Swift dates Travis Kelce. I think he was bait today. I wonder how many people bet on him for a touchdown. Just bet on him in the playoffs. When Kelce's in the playoffs, bet on him touchdown. Bet on him rushing yards, receiving yards. All right? Early doors, Kelce won't do a lot. He turns up when it matters, Kelce. Mahomes will always be good because he's the superstar. All right? Kelce will come good when he has to. All right? Towards the end of the season is when Kelce, you bet on Kelce touchdown. All right? Not early doors. I would stay away from Kelce for the first 6 weeks. Now we'll see what happens. Maybe next game he scores 3 touchdowns. I don't see it. I think Rice is going to have a huge year. I really do. Rice for the Chiefs is going to have a big year. For me, Chiefs Packers would be a Super Bowl rematch. Yeah, I think it's worth a punt. Again, somebody's going to hear this and go, allusions to Chiefs Packers. No, I like the Chiefs to win it. I don't know who they're meeting. 49ers have amazing numbers. They do. But I haven't done that yet. I haven't done a post saying this team versus this team. I think the Chiefs 3-peat. I'm just sticking with that. And along the season, I'll go, okay, I think they might meet this team. I'm just sticking Chiefs 3-peat. My guapa knows that. My girlfriend knows that. I've told her that before, like a long time ago. She knows that. She was paying attention. Kenya, you're blessed by God to find Adam. I'm also blessed by God that Kenya came in my life. We're both blessed. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I can't. Fireworks are going off. Listen, I can't get over the 47 points. I can't get my head around that. But here's what I'll talk about. Now, the player that was the best player today, it wasn't Mahomes. It was Worthy. All right? Worthy got 2 touchdowns. Now, I've not heard of this guy. Xavier Worthy. He's 21, from California. All right? And we were talking about those 128s. What are we were talking about the 128s with Baltimore and how the bridge collapsed at 128 and all the 128s. It just turns out that Xavier Worthy was drafted round 1, pick 28. So that 128 had to appear. Obviously, the Chiefs coach came in with 128 regular season wins. And the last time the teams met was January the 28th in the AFC conference final. And the star of this player is a guy who's round 1, pick 28. Xavier Worthy. I'm like, oh my word. Like, he's number 1, isn't he? He's number 1. And he got the Chiefs' first touchdown of the season. But it gets crazier. I am telling you, out of all the sports, there's no sport with crazier names than the NFL. Biblical names. Remember last year I got CD Lamb 8 touchdowns in a row? All right? Because he's called CD De Leon Lamb. And Jesus Christ is the Lion of Judah and is the sacrificial lamb. And I got him to get 8 touchdowns in a row because of his name. It was his name. Now, keep an eye on this Worthy. So when I heard Worthy, I was like, worthy is the Lamb. Because there's a song I listened to called Worthy is the Lamb. Obviously, Jesus is the Lamb. So I checked for some verses. He got 2 touchdowns. I don't think anybody bet on him. I'd never heard of him personally. Revelation 5:12, saying with a loud voice, worthy is the Lamb who was slain to receive power and wealth and wisdom and might and honor and glory and blessing. So worthy got all the glory today. Philippians 1:27, only let your manner of life be worthy of the gospel of Christ, so that whether I come and see you or am absent, I may hear of you, that you are standing firm in one spirit, with one mind striving side by side for the faith of the gospel. So I was like, oh my word, his last name's Worthy. And his birthday's in 33 weeks and 3 days, guys. 33.3% of the angels were cast out of heaven. The 333. The 333. Guys, how many times did I say the threes with the Chiefs today? And the guy who gets their opening touchdown, his birthday's in 33 weeks and 3 days. 333. 3. I saw at one point the score was 2017, 3 points. 2017 is when Trump began his presidential term. It's like, so when it was 2017, I was like, oh my word, this. I didn't post anything, but in my head, I was like, this is going over 47. I thought everyone's on 82% bet on the over 47.5. I thought it's gonna go under. And it looked for a long time it was going to go under. But as soon as Jackson threw that touchdown, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, that's annoying. But that's how much it can change. So you can just see the people who bet on the over. Yes, boom. There we go. You can see it. I don't like what it does to people in regards to gambling, but I also understand it. Like why people want the thrill of it all. I used to enjoy it all, but for me, it's like, how did that guy miss the touchdown by this? That and the 47 points is something I'm taking away from that game. I do enjoy coding the NFL. If I pay attention to it, I can just destroy it. Only if I pay attention. But I also don't want to be there all Sunday, because we know what Satan does. He has you watching the NFL all Sunday, the whole day. And nah. I went to the doctors today, nothing serious. I went to the doctors and we had a chat. I was like, all right, cheers, mate. I said, you doing anything tonight? He said, yeah, well, you're my last patient, so see you later, mate. I was like, what? Like joking with me. Like, yeah, I'm watching the Chiefs Ravens. He said, I think the Ravens win. The Ravens are going to win. I said, you don't go against the Chiefs, but Ravens are going to have a good year. It was like, yeah, we'll see. So just how many people, he was like, he wanted me gone so he could watch the NFL. He did a good job. I got everything I needed, but this is Mexico. Think about what it's like in America with the NFL if it's going on like this. Did you see the beginning of the game when the Ravens were getting the ball? The players number 3 returned, had a 33 lineup. No, there's some stuff I didn't watch the whole game, so there's some stuff I didn't see. But did you notice this? Did you hear me in my stream say that the score would be this at one point? Can somebody give me a woo to back it up? Kenya, you're still there. I think Kenya's probably gone. I said it was probably going to go 7-7. And to be fair, there was somebody in the chat, can't remember his name, but he told me he loved me. But God bless him. He said that both teams are going to score a touchdown on the opening drive. Did you guys hear that? So I said it'll be 7-7. And then I saw that the game began with number 7 kicking it. And then the Chiefs won by 7. Just like they won by 7 in the AFC conference final. Guys, 7 is God's number. I promise you, it's his number. 7 seals, all right? Creation, 7 days. He rested on the 7th day. The 7 golden candlesticks. His covenant was the rainbow, 7 colors in it. I could go on all day long. All day long. So all those 7s. And the guy in the chat, he was like, Ravens and Chiefs will both score touchdowns on their opening drives. I was like, I don't know about that, but I bet it goes 7-7. So it did. I'm like, okay, I don't think you could bet on that. I'm sure you could bet on the team scoring a touchdown on their opening drive would have been huge odds. But again, it's just mental. PMC Shurego, amazing guy. It's Patrick, yeah, brother? So yeah, the 777s, man. I love that number 7. Have you noticed the words 7 and 11 both rhyme with heaven? There's no other numbers that rhyme with heaven. 7 and 11. So many people connect to 7 and 11. Why do you think that store's called 7-Eleven? No, Adam. It's because it opens at 7 a.m. and closes at 11. Yeah. There's always a riddle behind it. But my number's 11. And I've always liked 7 as well. But 11's always been the number. But I like the number 7. I think a lot of people do, for whatever reason. So I want here right now, guys. Yeah, Jesus equals 11. I was born on my father's 31st birthday, the 11th prime number. My dad lives at number 11. It's my football jersey number since I was a little kid, since I was about 5 years old. My first email was Adam Edwards 11. I just love the number 11. Now, I want to give a big shout out. Again, I don't know if he watches my streams. There's a code on my website called Savvy. Savvy, I appreciate you greatly. All right. I think you're amazing. My community sees you as a blessing, and I'm very grateful to you. I know you say you learned a lot from me. I'm now learning from you. I learned from pretty much the majority of people that leave comments on my website. But he did a code, and he does codes, and I go, okay. Like he did Philadelphia. It was like, I like Philadelphia as well. They won 5-2. But there was one code that stood out. And sometimes with me, I'm guilty of spending 45 minutes on a code when sometimes the riddle's right in front of your face. So he coded a game between Texas Rangers and LA Angels, who just destroyed the Dodgers by the code. And something stood out. So it showed that if Texas won, which they did, thankfully 3-1, the 11th prime, all right? If they were to win, they won the recent World Series, but they're struggling this year. They've become, well, not struggling, they're third out of fifth in the American League West. They're now 68-73 for the season, 68-73. Now, George Bush Jr. owned Texas Rangers. He's a huge fan. Texas Rangers just won the World Series in the biggest 9/11 riddle you'll ever see in sports. I've done videos if you want to watch it. So 68-73. Well, the construction for the World Trade Center began in 68. 911 became the emergency dialing code for USA in 68. George Bush Jr., okay, he graduated from Yale in 68. So there's all those 68s. You're like, well, yeah, they can get the 68 whenever. It didn't have to be today. It did have to be today. Because they stayed on 73 losses. The World Trade Center construction began in 68, but the World Trade Center opened in 73. So Texas Rangers are 68-73. And they were owned by George Bush, who was the president during 9/11. And the World Trade Center construction began in 68 when 911 became the emergency dialing code. And it opened in 73. And Texas Rangers are now 68-73 for the season. It's codes like that. And Angels got the 82nd season loss. 9/11 began at 8/20. Where I'm like, no. How is this being done? And then the Rangers stayed on 33 home losses. And 9/11 was 33 years after 68. Obviously, 2001 minus 68, you get the 33. Or minus 1968. So it's things like that, man. I'm just like, I know Riddler had Rangers as well, man. He had everything tonight, Riddler. Do you know, I've told you this. Like with people like Riddler, when he won all that money today, you know, his first thought was, I can't wait to help my dad. I was like, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. It wasn't like, all right, yeah, I can go party, I can go get wasted, I can go. It was like, I can't wait to help my dad. Can't wait to tell my dad. I was like, that's Riddler, man. That's Riddler. That's it. That's the guy. He's also being saved as well, Riddler. God bless him. So I told him, be smart. If you have any bills you need to pay them off. Help your dad. Don't get carried away. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm going to. So, yeah, good for him, man. Good for him. Yeah, exactly, Gomez. Exactly. The filming of the Brady Bunch sitcom began in 1968. That's amazing. I didn't know that. Agent D said his life path is 7. Mine is 6. And Kenya's is 9. So we got the 69. how they connect. I'm not talking about the sexual 69. So what else have we got? All right, Christian Watson should score today. The game is in the shadows of the Christ the Redeemer statue. Oh, my word. You got the son at the end of his name as well, like Jesus is the Son of God. A lot of these players have that son at the end. So, yeah, start paying attention. Guys, if you're doing a player prop, PMC, can you just confirm that you're Patrick from my website, or maybe you're somebody else? Because there's a guy called Patrick on my website who's unbelievable with the NFL, and he's a really nice guy, and he leaves comments every day. I'm just not great with people's names in YouTube. Are you Patrick? Yeah? Maybe you're not. I know PMC. Yes, good. I appreciate you tons, mate. You make finds that look so simple, but they're not. Do you know what I mean? You see things that other people don't see. 27 watching, 27 likes. Chiefs won with 27 points. They lost Super Bowl 55 to Brady on 2-7, where Mahomes couldn't even throw a touchdown. I think that was another 3 riddle. I think that was a ritual on Mahomes. Can you all give me a woo? I'll read that in a moment, Joseph. For Mahomes to not throw a touchdown against what is 43 years old, Brady, yeah? He couldn't throw a touchdown against the Bucs in Super Bowl 55. So they finished with 9 points. They got 3 field goals. 3, 3, 3. That's another 3-3-3. Do you remember Super Bowl 55? It was 31-9. And obviously Brady retired 319 days before the Pope's birthday. But the Chiefs got 3 field goals, 3-3-3. So I think that's another ritual for them to three-peat. How many Super Bowls did Brady lose? 3. He was born on the 3rd day of the month as well. All right. Kobe Code with the Brazil game. He visited Brazil in 2013 and watched the Italy-Brazil game that ended 4-2. He was there with Ronaldo. 4-2. Mate, Joseph, you've got a crazy gifted mind as well. September the 8th is the 2-year anniversary of the Queen's death, who would be 98 now. Wow. When Chiefs won Super Bowl 57, it began on the day that the Queen died. Do you remember? Queen died the opening day of the NFL in 2022 when the Chiefs went on to win Super Bowl 57. Right. Queen was at the Maryland college football game in 57. Mate, how do you know this, Joseph? Sometimes it's like you got a crazier mind than me. The game ended 21-7. Michael Jordan's birthday is 2-1-7. All right. From 9/11/22 to 2/9/25 is exactly 126 weeks. I'll keep an eye on that date. Now, let me tell you something massive before I go. All right. Score finished 2027. I have marked that year. I don't have a calendar, but I have marked that year here, 2027, as the year where it all completely collapses. And I did a code Y. So let me tell you what it is. Ping that like button, please. I'm getting tension in my back. I don't know why I feel like I'm relaxed. I think I just worked too hard. So where is it? It is 3/11/2020. There we go. Right. So I saw coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on 3/11, cheeky 33, 3 times 11 is 33, on 3/11/2020. Now, exactly 42 months after that was 9/11/2023, right? The beast reigns 42 months. But there's the 7 years of tribulation, which is 42 months and 42 months. Oh, you can look at it as 3.5 years. 3.5 years gets you 7. Another 7, by the way. Another 7. The 7-year tribulation. So what I did from 9/11/2023 to 3/11/2027, because that's 42 months. So 2027 for me is going to be crazy. So the fact this score was 2027 as well. By the way, did you see Ronaldo got his 900th goal, which is 30 times 30? And Judas sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Ronaldo breaks this record the day that the Chiefs win by 7 points and Ronaldo's CR7. So the score's 2027. See how it's all connected? I just got 28 likes, the 7th triangular number. CR7 broke this record. 900 goals, 30 times 30 is 900. And then in the NFL game, it starts off with number 7 kicking it. And they win by 7. The score was 7-7. The last time the teams met, the game was decided by 7 points. Like, it is connected. Football. It's like, honestly, I don't know why the NFL's called football. I think even Americans will say fair enough. Fair enough. We're not sure either. So what was I saying? Yeah, so it's 2027. Now, 2027 is the 307th prime number. Now, why is that significant? Give me a woo, guys, if any of you have seen the movie The Conjuring. Mike said 50 reduced to 5 is 619, 1978. Wow. Michael Jordan was drafted 619. 619 is King James's birthday as well. And obviously, King James was born the year Michael Jordan was drafted, LeBron. Right? Have you guys seen the movie The Conjuring? Jessica, I'll read that comment in one moment. Just let me know if any of you have seen the movie The Conjuring. I know Kenya has. She loves horror movies, but again. Have you seen the movie The Conjuring? Yes. There's Sonic Kool-Aid. Bang on the money. In the movie The Conjuring, which is about demonic possession, which showed you that it's not just humans that can be possessed. Trees can be, like clocks can be. These demons, they need a host. They need a host. And I think they prefer to be in a human body because they have more influence. So Demon Hour in The Conjuring, the horror movie, is at 3:07 a.m. And this game's 2027, 307th prime. And I'm telling you, the ending of that game was demonic. It's impossible to rehearse what happened there. It's like impossible for me. Yeah, 307, 63rd prime, 73, 37 and mathematical special numbers. Yeah, 21st prime, 12th prime, 21 plus 12 is 33. 73 and 37 are huge in the Bible. All right, Brady retiring 7 and 3 was mocking the Bible, guys, heavily. Either mocking it or it's just organic. But it's biblical. But the fact that Brady goes by the GOAT kind of tells me that it's Satan mocking that beautiful number, 73. Or you can see it as like the 37 can be seen as 37, 777. So some amazing finds here. 7-Eleven rejected a $38.7 billion buyout. Oh my word, 117. And then you've got today's date, 9/5. And today's date leaves 117 days left in the year. 11 times 7, 77. It's one of the reasons I like 7-7. Can somebody give me a woo? Today leaves 117 days left in the year. I was like, okay, 11 times 7, 77. Brady born in 77. I bet this game goes 7-7. I just don't think you can bet on it. That's why people are like, okay. Or they go, it's not hard. It's like, well, it could have gone 3-3. It could have gone 7-3. It could have gone 14-0. All right. Didn't have to go 7-7. Could have gone 21-0. You know what I mean? Like saying, oh, it's so easy to call 7-7. It's not easy. It's just, why did I think it was 7-7? Just, it's not a guess. Yeah, it could have gone 6-6. Exactly. It's not that easy saying this stuff. It's why we say it. Super Bowl 1 was played on the 15th day of the year, or 15th day of the month. 15 is 105, the 105th season. Oh, here's what I needed to tell you. Wait, I said I'd read Jessica. The Pope came to Baltimore Ravens Stadium when I was younger, so if you didn't know, something to check into. Same exact stadium. That stadium was opened on 8/8, and your star player is number 8. Jackson's number 8. I'm pretty sure your stadium opened on August the 8th. Oh, yeah, it's clear with Brady when it comes to his gender. Yeah, it's very blatant. But we can't talk about that. Once you're under the possession of demons, it doesn't matter what your gender is. Can somebody give me a woo? That's how I see it now. It doesn't matter if you are under. I don't think demons have a gender, do they? I don't think they have a gender. You never hear about like a male or female angel, as far as I'm aware. I think they're a combination. I don't know. I know Baphomet has male and female genitalia. Jackson to likely 8 to number 80. Yeah, that's very true. 88 when you add up the numbers. That's brilliant. Yeah. PMC, did you take the Chiefs? I know you do really like wild bets, like stuff nobody else does. Did you take the Chiefs? Or what did you go for? Hey, Matt Ramsey, God bless you. PMC took. Savvy also took the Chiefs. He said that these like frauds who were saying Baltimore was a lock, he said, whatever they go for, go against them. He does it. He's like, well, these guys, they're constantly wrong. They give it the big one. All right. And they reel people in and they have a massive following. It's like when they're really pushing a team, go against them. So there's so many things you have to look at when you bet. It's not just gematria. It's gematria, numerology, the betting odds, what the public's saying, what the commentators are saying, head-to-head records, coaches' records. You've got to do, like, for example, the quarterback's birthdays, their records, the records against each other. It's relentless, to be honest. And then you just go, okay, I'm going for this. And there's other days you're just like, no, this is the riddle. This is straight up the riddle. I'm not messing around. I'm not even looking into the other team today. This is the riddle. And it often hits when you're like that confident, at least from my experience. Bob said he lived off exit 307 and my phone number had a 307. Hey, Bob, you need Jesus to cast out those demons, mate. There's a lot of 307s there. There's a lot of 307s. Yeah, the media analysis, that's brilliant. If there's 5 of them saying the Ravens out of 7 of them, then you're probably going to go against them. There was a while where whatever Charles Barkley said, the opposite would happen. And then people realized it. So then he started calling stuff and he was right for a while. But it was a huge stage in the NBA where basically I figured out whatever Charles Barkley says, do the opposite. I was like, I don't even need a code. And then he started going on a run. I was like, okay, this is out the window now. But he went on for like months. He kept saying, it's like, well, for me, Brooklyn Nets will beat the Lakers. And then it'd go to start the game. It's like, okay, I'm going for the Lakers. It was a weird time. Like, it just kept being wrong. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. This is the 307th year of Masonry. Yes. Founded 1717. Oh, my word. That's insane, bro. Yeah. The Chiefs, by the way, are now 3-3 at home against Baltimore. See, the score at one point was 13-7, the 33rd prime. And the highest degree of Freemasonry is 33 degree. Yeah, that's a big catch. When it went 13-7, I like the Chiefs. 33rd prime, all the threes, go 3-3 against Baltimore. But again, how many people watching that know that 137 is the 33rd prime? They don't. That's what I'm saying. When you have the knowledge, you can take advantage of it more than somebody who doesn't. Can't always take advantage and always get it right, but you have way more chance. It's why I've said for 2 years, in play is how you bet. It's not before. It's in play. I think Patrick can back me up there. A lot of people can. Like, for example, today, everyone on my website, well, not everyone who codes and leaves codes, they all said Colorado Rockies would shock Atlanta. Riddler, Savvy, there's a few other amazing coders. They were like, Colorado will win this. There's going to be a shock. And I saw a lot of numbers for Atlanta, and I saw some numbers for Rockies, and the 2.5. So I read all of theirs. I was like, 2.5 Rockies is the play. I wouldn't have gone money line. They did. And they won 3-1. But Atlanta went up 1-0, and the Rockies became plus 333. So I said on my website, guys, with all these codes, Braves are winning, take the Rockies plus 3.5. I would. But they won it. But I didn't have confidence in the Rockies winning. I saw too much for Atlanta as well. Because I read all my other like amazing coders' insights, I'm like, okay, the play here is Rockies 2.5. Without them, I would have said Atlanta without them. So I'm very grateful. I'm not egotistical anymore. I'm not like, wait, why is everyone going against me? Like, they're on my website. I'm the best coder. How dare they question my coding and my insights? I'm like, okay, yeah, right, yeah. I saw stuff for Rockies, but now you've just made it unbelievable. But I still can't go money line if it was me. I can't recommend that. Riddler took him. Good for him. And a few other people. So did you know that the Brady Bunch show predicted Harry Potter sorting hat and the name Potter? Just more proof J.K. Rowling didn't write. Shit, baby. Listen, J.K. Rowling has the Baphomet tattoo on her wrist. All you need to know about J.K. Rowling. And the initial J.K., it's like a joke. It's a joke. The demons wrote Harry Potter. Think of the witchcraft in Harry Potter and think how many kids worshipped Harry Potter. Witchcraft. And their parents allowed it. All Harry Potter is witchcraft. Lord of the Rings is witchcraft. And it's just being glorified in entertainment. It's witchcraft. So, anyways, my friend, Flinny, I don't know if he still does this, but he was a driver for celebrities. All right? I'm not going to tell you all the celebrities, but he was like the chauffeur. You know, these celebrities, they don't do anything for themselves. So he chauffeured them, and he told me that one of his friends who worked for the same company chauffeured J.K. Rowling. Right? And my back's hurt, and I've done too much work today. Guys, hit that like. I'm tense here. My girlfriend's going to bed soon. Oh, my word, it's 10:05. 105th NFL season. And one of his mates, who was a chauffeur with him, drove around J.K. Rowling. And he asked us something along the lines of like, you must be like so proud to write these books that are like read by millions of people. She's like, stop asking me questions about Harry Potter. It's because she never wrote it. She's got this fame and fortune, all right, from the devil, because if you actually look into J.K. Rowling, she said on multiple times, I was a failed author, I was suicidal, I was broke, okay? I didn't know what to do. And then I just came across Harry Potter. No, you got so low and you gave yourself to Satan. That's what happened, J.K. Rowling. And now when anybody asks you about it, you feel shame, and so you should. Imagine, guys, like everyone's idolizing you for writing these books, and you know in your heart and soul that you didn't write them. I won't be able to sleep at night. This is Harry Potter, guys. This is not somebody, an author, and he sold 50 books, whatever. This is like millions that got turned into like massive blockbuster movies, and it wasn't even you. It's sad, isn't it, really? So, yeah, I've said all along, J.K. Rowling didn't write those books since I learned about our reality. Prior to that, I didn't care enough to look into J.K. Rowling. I just thought, okay, it's an author. You believe it. Once I saw J.K. Rowling has a Baphomet tattoo, you may as well just say I worship Satan and I didn't write Harry Potter, aren't you? If you're going to get a Baphomet tattoo. Marking her body as well. These demons, that's why they're all full of tattoos. They get their body marked. Mahomes 15-3 in playoffs. Yeah. See how Real Madrid won the Champions League on the 153rd day of the year to become 15-3 in European Cup finals. They're the greatest team in football, and then Chiefs are probably the greatest team in the NFL. Definitely are recently, anyway. So yeah, my advice to you guys: if you bet, I would take the Chiefs now. The odds, they're plus 550. They're going to keep dropping. Somebody said they could go undefeated. I bet they end up losing 3 games. Just to fulfill every 3 that they have. They'll probably lose 3. Marquis said he took Rockies and Pirates, so that's a parlay. Well done. Brilliant. Yeah, somebody left an amazing 6666 code, and yeah, is that why you took Pirates? There was a 66 for the Pirates, wasn't there? And you had some insights with Skull and Bones, and their logo is obviously connected to Pirates. And their logo looks like the Poison logo as well. Astronauts going to the moon is the biggest joke there is. I think more and more people now, if you ask 100 people, I bet like 70 would say no, they never went. Especially now we know what you can do with CGI. Do you know what I mean? What we're capable of doing. We didn't have all of that back in the day. Although we did have it, it just wasn't shared with the public. I think if you asked 100 people, 70% would say, I don't believe we went. Whereas maybe 10, 15 years ago, before the internet went crazy, I bet 70% or higher would say, yeah, we went. Why would they lie? How would they get the footage? Now people are seeing through it all. Yeah, so yeah, Zuckerberg didn't create Facebook. All right, it's so blatant. Steve Jobs didn't come up with Apple. That was Satan. Satan came up with Apple, guys. Satan's behind Apple, not Steve Jobs. Is that even his real name? Steve Jobs. Anyways, guys, I 111 Caleb Green on your website pointed out that it was 6,666 days since 6/6/2006. So I took Pirates, Skull and Bones to get their 66 win today. Amazing. 6/6/2006 was a big satanic ritual with the Church of Satan. Yeah, so exactly. Marquis, who's got a gifted mind, he's seen somebody's comment and he's rolled with it and he's added to it. He's like 66. He's found Pirates 66 win. He's put his own spin on it and he won. He don't need to be babied. What's the lock of the day illusion? There are no locks. There are no locks. They don't exist. I got Chiefs 7-1, 500. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I'd rather do that than be betting every single week. So you know, if Chiefs get there, they're going to be the favorite. You'd expect, unless they play the 49ers, they're going to be the favorite. What was the 127 we said earlier? I don't know. Buildings 1, 2, and 7 of the World Trade Center came down. I can't remember what the 127 was. We covered too many numbers. Terminator director James Cameron has the JC initials. So does the hero John Connor. Yeah, so does John Cena. The JC is 10-3, isn't it? 10th letter, 3rd letter. It's why Brady's first NFL game, he lost 10-3. And why he retired during the 103rd NFL season. JC, J equals 10, C equals 3. It's all there, man. Guys, I really have... Yeah, Jim Carey, thank you. Brilliant stuff. Guys, I really have to go. I hope you enjoyed this. I appreciate you all on my website. If you're not there, please check it out. Try it for a month, especially now the NFL's on, Premier League's on. I code everything pretty much. NBA is going to start soon. That's my favorite sport, but it's just so many amazing people on that website. Even if I just stick with what I have, I'm more than blessed. I don't really need anyone else, but the ones who are there leaving you insights, I appreciate them, man. I wake up, I'm excited to read what you leave. And I hope you're excited to read my posts. I'm going, oh my word, my back. You know what, guys? Yeah, Julius Caesar, brilliant. People worship Julius Caesar more than they worshipped Christ. Remember, Christ said, give to Caesar's what is Caesar's and give to God what is God. all right, in regards to tax. Caesar wanted to be worshipped like Christ. Julius Caesar's dead now, he's gone. Christ lives forever. Can I get an amen? So I'm off. Please hit that like on your way out. And I better call my girlfriend because she's waking up at, I think she's doing 7, so she's waking up at like 5 a.m. She could already be, oops. All right. Mahomes' 1-year-old middle name is Bronze, like 3rd in the Olympics. Oh my word. Another 3. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that's Stephen A. Smith's pretty much wrong every time as well. Yeah. All right, I have to go. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless you all.